Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Tough Questions. Today we're playing a little game called Zack Zero.
The zero to the Z.
He appears to be like a one-man Fantastic Four kind of thing.
That's what we're assuming. That's what we can gauge from the title screen.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Don't worry.
Oh, I'll go empty.
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 So, this is going to be quite an experience, I think.
For all of us.
Yes.
It's very few oftentimes. Or often.
Very few oftentimes.
It's very often.
That made my brain hurt.
You get to be all four Fantastic Four heroes.
Yeah, this is going to be cool. So, tough question today.
Okay.
We're going to be touching up a little bit later on the idea of totalizing things, so like an all or nothing kind of mentality.
Mm.
So I thought to ask you, what are some things that you have totalized in the past?
Like identities and such. I had a really hard time because I'm a high school dropout. See, look, it's going to tell me. Thanks. I'll get to be all sorts of stuff. I had a really hard time for a while with, I was a high school dropout.
Mm-hmm.
I dropped out my junior year. And so I was very totalized by the idea of, being an outsider.
Be worthless?
Yeah. I mean, not being able to find jobs, not being able to find a career or anything like that. I mean, a lot of my friends even, I had a very large peer group, if you will, in high school. And the second I dropped out, like, they all disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was really...
Because they were in school.
Yeah, they were in school and they had things to talk about and such. But it was just, I don't know, it was this weird place that I was at where nobody really, I don't know, like talked to me, but like everyone just kind of had their own stuff that was going on.
So you figured once you dropped out, you were just going to have a whole new life.
Yes.
You're going to be underqualified for the rest of your life.
Well, yeah, the original thought was I was going to, go to college and I was going to do... I was going to go to college early and I was going to do all these things. And then you fast forward to 6 years later and I've been bartending for that entire time. I was like, shit. So that kind of happened. But you just feel like an outsider. You feel secluded,
Yeah, well, what's the truth about that matter?
Well, I'm not.
Well, there you go.
I'm not secluded anymore. I definitely was in the aspect, but that's just because I expected too much. Oh, gosh.
Woo, goodbye, Zack.
Bye, Zack.
Done for.
What a way to die. Oh! Press the jump button once in air. That's what I did.
Yeah, you bounced once. I saw it.
Oh!
Whoa, buddy. Oh, yeah, go get those orbs.
More orbs of...
Morbs.
Oh, jeez.
Keep going.
Well, I didn't want to die.
That's ground.
What is this?
Cool. An artifact.
Treasure 1 of 2.
Dang, you only have one more treasure to find now.
Only one. What about you? Did you have any things that were totalizing to you?
I feel like when I totalize things, tends to be in the realm of like situations.
Yeah.
Specifically, let's say like relationships.
Mm.
I like look at where a relationship is or where it's going, and I just assume that's where it's going to be in a few years. You know what I mean? Like, I'll look at all the aspects of, say, someone that I'm dating. Be like, well, this is where all the things can go, and these are all the things that are going to happen. And it's almost as if like I act like I know that that's what's going to happen, even though you can't know that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know? And so obviously that can like derail the whole thing, because if you think that something's going to happen and it's not going to happen, you start behaving in a way that might not coincide with what's actually going on.
Well, yeah, and how are you supposed to, if the entire time you're thinking 10 years down the road, how are you supposed to take like the then and now, like the meaningful moments that essentially might, I gotta turn into stone and then break this shit.
Do it, smash through it.
I'm going
to smash through it. Dang, buddy, you just went down.
I don't know if that's good or not.
You went down on that mountain.
That wouldn't be a pleasant experience. It'd be all rocky and just not cool. What? I'm doing
cool.
it. I've got to...
So yeah, but the realization is, of course, that, I mean, anything can happen. So don't necessarily judge situations and relationships based on what you think is going to happen.
Right.
Just kind of, I mean, obviously there's things that you can predict, but there's a lot that you can't.
And we talked about savoring. If you're not savoring those experiences with your significant other or just anyone in general, you're thinking about what can this person necessarily do or provide for me, in X amount of time, 1 day, 1 week,
right.
2, 3 weeks.
Live the moment. If you're enjoying it, keep enjoying it, and perhaps it'll manifest into an enjoyable situation.
It might.
And the same rate, if you're not enjoying the situation you are in, then judge it as that. Get out of it or figure out how to fix it.
Right. And you don't, and the mistake, we're getting into like relationship conversation here, but you don't need to be miserable to not want to be with somebody. And I think that's a big misconception that happens quite often, is that people don't realize
You're
that
like,
you don't
we're
have
all
to be,
right.
yeah, like we'll figure it out. We have some arguments and such, but it's like, if you're not happy with that person, like no one's forcing you to be with that person besides yourself.
Right. And we're not saying leave that person, but perhaps reassess the situation.
Right.
Ask yourself what is actually going on.
And
it's okay. It's healthy to do that.
It's a little bit healthy, and that's this way. Go.
Go.
Oh, I gotta be rock. Oh, it's
think
because I need to be strong.
Strong.
If anyone hasn't seen that Chevy commercial, it's just quality. They picked the. Oh, jeez. Oh no.
Oh, you just got smashed, fool.
Oh man. Well, but why does it have to show me that guy? Let's see.
Because he's a bad guy.
Power of
He's
ice.
happy that you just died.
Let's see. To slow down time. Oh. No.
Anyway, so today let's move on.
We've gone into
Today we're going to kind of
askew.
refocus on the idea of positive affirmation. Jared kind of touched on it in his last video, but we realized he got a little derpy face sometimes.
Oh man, so
he may
derpy.
not have been too clear on some things. So I'm going to try and help him clarify.
Did you see that video? I
Yeah.
mean, that was beyond derpy. It was maximum derp.
Maximum derp. Open mouth derp.
Yeah, not
You can stick a cucumber in that mouth.
not
derp.
attractive derp at all. But we're talking about positive affirmations. So quickly, if you watch the other video, this will be sort of kind of
confusing.
No, it will be because you'll be like, wait, we talked about these things, but they're actually making sense this time. So positive affirmations. So whenever you think, or you do, or you visualize yourself doing a success, a want, a goal, anything like that, that's positive affirmation. And positive affirmation is good because research showed that if you use positive affirmations, you're
More likely to achieve your goals.
that, and also you are able to fire two parts of the brain, which is the medial prefrontal cortex and then the ventral striatum. And both of those are important because they revolve around reward centers of the brain. So your body and your brain, most certainly, is essentially rewarding you for telling yourself that you're awesome.
Go jump. You can't just stand there.
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Oh, bro.
I didn't
Done
know. And so it comes down to dichotomous thinking. Oh.
Well, first of all, if you think about what you just said in a real life setting, kind of use the metaphor of muscle memory, but with mind memory.
Yeah.
So the more you use it, the more it's just going to happen automatically. So therefore, the more positively your mind just thinks automatically.
Yeah.
Allowing you to then achieve them goals that we were just talking about.
And you want them goals.
You want them goals. Get them goals.
Can I get over that?
You gotta smash down there or something.
Bam!
Bam! You're so cool, Zack Zero.
he's such a good guy with his giant chin and his blade and all. So
next, all or nothing thinking.
All or nothing thinking. So it comes down into the two dichotomous.
All or nothing.
All or nothing. I don't know. Oh, it's telling me that I need to do something with you.
You push it.
Push it. Oh,
you get your. There you go. There you go.
Okay, I know what's going on.
Plug up that gas hole.
Dichotomous thinking. So you're either pessimistic or keep going.
Maybe you have to jump up on top of it to get over.
That's what I have to do now.
Hup.
Oh God.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I'm dying. Dead. Wait, that's
not where he was falling.
That's the wrong back screen. Damn it! I'm all the way back here. So
Hustle, go. Just go all the way. Keep going.
Oh God. See what you made me do?
Well.
So there's pessimistic and optimistic views. So the differences between those are broken down into three categories. The first one being, wait for it. The first one being internal or external. So a pessimistic person would much more likely to internalize a bad situation or a negative thought.
Making it their own fault.
Yeah, exactly. Or an optimistic person would understand that these things happen or events happen outside of their control. And so they would utilize those and put much more of a externalized aspect to it, if you will. Oh, man, I keep using all of these. And then the second part is stable or not stable. So it's an aspect of permanence.
Mm-hmm.
And so, as the example that I gave, I'm sure that there's plenty of other
There,
ones.
go further.
Farther?
Further.
Further.
That's about as far as you can go.
Hulk smash.
There you go.
There, now we're good. So how stable it is? Like, is it gonna bleed over? Oh my God, it's Chakan all over again.
Oh!
Oh no!
Man. Oh, and then they just drop you on those spikes. Nice work.
Now we're back here again.
So the stability of the belief is what we're talking about,
Yeah,
right?
like how much it's gonna continue. You know, if you don't do well on a test, then you'll think that, oh, dang it. If you don't do well on a test, then you think that you're not gonna do well on all of those tests, so on and so forth.
Right.
And then finally, there's global and specific. So whether or not that this instance, this negative thought is isolated, or if it's actually, I mean, how to put it, like it's going to bleed over. So if you don't do well on your test, then your relationship with your parents aren't going to do well, and then you're never going to be able to find a job in your career, and then you're not going to be able to find anyone in your life because you don't have a career or anything.
Right. The idea of one thing affecting many.
Oh, I hit the button!
Loser.
Oh.
How's that for positive affirmation, loser?
I'm not a loser. Oh, I'm not.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah?
Gosh.
Anyway, so yeah, the idea of one thing affecting many or affecting everything is global.
Exactly. And then an optimistic view, or the more positive view, would be to
keep it specific.
Yeah, exactly. This is only this one time. It's not going to hurt me too much. Not hurt me like the alligator man. Alligators, I hate them so much. And then we have finally, so the way to deal with them is through negative statements that can be turned into questions.
Like what?
So how is this possible? How can I do this? How will I do this? All of those questions are kind of subjective, but they further. You make me push it further, and it's already there.
Well, you obviously haven't made it. Maybe you need a different guy. Do you have a guy that can jump better?
I mean,
that guy right there.
Oh, the fire. God damn it, Zach. That's not where you're falling into. I see the toxic gas. And then if all else fails, you stop thinking, for some reason, I just clam up right there.
Just get through it, buddy.
But the stop thinking technique that we talked about in Limbo, and that's where you literally visualize and vocally say stop and change what you're thinking about. Because you know that the aspects that you're thinking about right now, or that you're telling yourself, are not healthy or positive for your situation.
Right.
And so that would be the last aspect of that you would try and use.
Say stop it.
You just stop. You stop, brain.
Brain.
All right, we're going to give this one more shot.
Better get fire, guy.
If
you look like he could do a triple jump.
Man, we'll see. If not, I'm going to be... Oh,
he's so much faster. Zip over. Pop. Zow.
Oh, yeah.
See?
There we go.
See? Sorry.
I don't...
I'll calm down.
There we go. So, so those are positive affirmations. Use them. Don't just do them once just because you listen to the tough questions.
No, yeah, I think the point of it is that the more you do it, the easier it becomes, and the more automatic it becomes.
Yeah, it's like the gratitude journaling thing. Remember, the more often that you do it, the more likely you're able to focus on those good things and remove yourself from the positive.
Exactly.
So, yeah. So, I'm going to jump this, and then I'm going to call it, because we're over here in the land of the
chickens.
The derp chickens.
Derp chickens.
Yeah, look at them with the big old eyes and their stupid pigs. I'm not talking to you. You don't take my chickens. All right. So like and comment if you enjoy what we're talking about. Do the same thing if you don't enjoy what we're talking about, because I want to know what y'all think. We want to know what y'all think.
Yes, and continue commenting if you want to see us play anything in particular, or if you want to hear us talk about anything in particular.
Come back for more questions.
Bye.
Bye. What? Oh, this dude.